Hello, okay. So here's the notes for 8.6 day 1, solving rational equations. Up here it says, since a rational equation involves a fraction, you must check answers. The denominator cannot be 0. What happens when the denominator is 0? Undefined. So that's what we call an extraneous solution, is if it makes the bottom equal 0. So the big idea here are cross products are equal. So basically you're going to cross multiply these things. 6 times 12 equals 5 times x. I know 6 times 12 is 72 equals 5x, and divide by 5. And I get x equals 14.4. Okay, so that's probably, you've done that since like 7th or 8th grade doing cross multiply. Let's take it up a notch. When you cross multiply these, you have 9 times x plus 1 equals 3 times 4x plus 1. And to solve that, I'm going to distribute. 9x plus 9 equals 12x plus 3. And then solve it just like a normal equation. So get the x's all together. Get the numbers all together. And divide. And I get x equals 2. There you go. So there's kind of some of the easier ones. Let's get into some of the more difficult ones. So cross multiplying here, we have 4 times 3, that's 12, equals x plus 1 times x minus 3. Your favorite thing to do? Foil that thing. First outside, inside, last. First outside, inside, last. We got 12 equals x squared. And then we got minus 3x plus x minus 3. Since we have x squared, x, and a number, I'm going to have that thing equal to 0, so I'm going to subtract 12 over. So we got x squared minus 2x minus 15. Now I can factor that thing. So what multiplies to be negative 15 adds to be negative 2 is negative 5 and 3. So I got x minus 5, x plus 3, which means x equals negative 3 and 5. As long as it doesn't make the bottom equal 0, here the only thing that makes that equal 0 is positive 3, then we are good. Okay, let's do another one. X times 2x plus 5 equals 1 times 11x, plus 8. 2x squared plus 5x equals 11x plus 8. Here we got x squared, x, and a number again, so we're going to have to factor. Oh, and the lights turned off in the classroom. That was really nice, convenient, right in the middle of my video. Okay, so let's subtract 11x over and subtract 8 over, so it's equal to 0. So we got 2x squared minus 6x minus 8. I noticed that everything is divisible by 2, so I'm going to take a 2 out of that to make my factoring easy. Because now I just want to see what multiplies to be negative 4, adds to be negative 3. It's negative 4 and 1. So we have x minus 4, x plus 1, which means x equals 4 and negative 1. Again, check the denominators. Yep, you're good on both of those numbers. That means we're good. Cross multiply here, we got x squared minus x equals 2 times x minus 1. Distribute. And then combine everything to one side. X squared minus 3x plus 2 equals 0. What multiplies to be 2 adds to be negative 3. Negative 2 and negative 1. So x minus 1, x minus 2. So x equals 1 and 2. Check to make sure. Oh, it looks like if you plug in 1 into here, 1 minus 1 gives me 0. So that is not an answer. This means just 2. Okay. One more word problem and then we'll be done. A company wants to use a 3D printer to make small models of engine components. The printer costs $24,000 and the materials for each model cost $300. So for each model, it's $300. There's your variable right there. Write an equation that gives the average cost per model as a function, as a function of the number of models printed. So it's going to cost them $24,000 plus 300 times every time that run that thing. And they want that to be the average cost, so it's got to divide by how many times they're running it, which we don't know, which means it's X. How many models must be printed for the average cost to fall to 700? So you're going to do 700 equals 24,000 plus 300x over x. I'm just going to put that over 1 so I can cross multiply that. 700x equals 24,000 plus 300x. And then you're solving this thing just like a normal solve for x situation. So 400x equals 24,000. And x equals, what is that, 60? 6? I don't know. Divided by 400. 60. So 60 times that they're going to do that thing, run it.